Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome to episode 16 of FTB Beyond. How's everyone doing today? I'm not going to work on automating the mix of this episode. I mucked around with it a little and I came to the conclusion that probably one of the best ways of automating it is with XNet. So I kind of don't want to do that again. I did have cable all running up here, and I had all sorts of stuff attached, and I tried just pumping water in, and then this thing runs out of space to make what you need. So I do have some liquid concrete that I made up, which is just 2 sand, 1 gravel, 1 clay, and half a bucket of water. So if you make it double that and a bucket, you'll get a bucket of liquid concrete. Now, liquid concrete is pretty cool. Let's just should have it in a drum in here somewhere. Drum, liquid concrete. So you look here, look, I've got some in here. Got a water drum on me. Let's just drop that down and put that in there. And I'll show you what I did in between to get water into my system. Lucky for me, it's night time again. So this liquid concrete is pretty cool, but it's very powerful, and you got to be really careful when you use it now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are you broken? What's going on? You got power? Why don't you have power? What's going on here? Okay. I'm a little confused why this is not working. Should be inserting power in here. I don't know, this has all gone a little bit funny. As a controller, you should be inserting power into the controller. Right, so something's gone a bit strange here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, something's got power. You've got power. Why don't you? Alright, give me a second. I'll just fix this and then we'll come back to showing you the liquid concrete. Give me just a second. Alright, I got it. Threw some conduits in. I tried a wireless one and it wouldn't work either. So I'm just throwing the conduits in just to give it a kickstart. It's probably not producing much power at all at the moment. This thing, hopefully, it's now kicking off and giving everything what it needs. This is full of power. We're getting seeds going out. There's slime over there. Hey, Mr. Slime. You're gonna run out, aren't you? Yeah, it's alright. Should I kill the slime? Hey, buddy. Right, so I'll show you this liquid concrete. I might just show you down here. It might be interesting to try it. It'd be funny to watch these guys. Ow. Ow. Take that. Take that. That. And... oh, zombie's coming. Here we go. Let's see what it does. It's actually quite devastating, really, when you get down to it. Oh, this one didn't do it. You know, normally what it did was it would have an issue where it would just keep spreading. So maybe they fixed that in the thing. But now we've got all these concrete slabs. So I've now got a whole bunch of concrete slabs that I can use. And there's some solid blocks of concrete. But yeah, you can pour it down and you can fill in an area. So if I really wanted to, I could have poured it down into here and filled it all in full of concrete. And then had it as a floor, I guess, you know. But as it is, I've now got some nice nifty concrete slabs, which hopefully I can turn into blocks. Hey buddy, how you doing? And your friend needs to be hit too. Right. So this episode, now that I've shown the concrete and what I thought it did, it doesn't seem to do it. I was just reading some comments on the concrete itself and how it can be a little bit dangerous if you pour it in the wrong spot. But it seems like potentially that bit's been fixed. Right, so now we've fixed the thing outside, and I've got a little bit of concrete here that I can use. We'll use it in another day. We'll drop that and that. What I plan on doing this episode is I've got some pretty average armor. Like, I know it fills my armor bar down here, but it takes damage, and I'd like to get something a little better. So what I was thinking is, one, fill in some holes here, and two, what I want to, no, it's the thing downstairs zapping. I wonder what it was. What I want to do is work on this stuff, this flux infused armor. Now this pack has a slightly different recipe. I'm not sure if that's just a 110 recipe or whether it's set up that way in case you don't have thermal expansion. It's fine by me. I don't mind having the little easy way of getting it. So in thermal expansion, obviously, fluxed electrum is made by putting electrum dust into a what are they called? Well, there's an alloy smelter version for the ingots, which requires pyrotheum, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this one. Fluid transposer. That's what it requires. It requires you to use a fluid transposer. In this one, it doesn't. It just requires some redstone and a diamond, for example. So we can make that one. We can make this stuff, right? And then we just need to make that recipe. I'm going to need some more patterns. Do I have any more? Yeah, you can make some more. Alright, those should be the things that we're crafting. No, I need to craft this one too. So let's grab these. That. And then I just need to do the ingot one, which will be in here, I imagine. Ingot, and we'll do this one. So 1 fluxed electrum blend equals 1 ingot in a smelter of some description. So that's cool. The only other thing this thing might need to know is electrum. Got a couple in here, got a couple of ingots. So let's teach it to make electrum dust, which will be electrum ingot. I may as well take the. Just want to see some nickel in there. That's nickel. Why do I want that? Why do I want that? I want this. So one of them is 1 electrum grit. Awesome. Let's get rid of them. And then electrum. So I want to make this stuff. Just go down the rabbit hole. We should be able to do in. Oh, is it a dust only one? What I was hoping is we could do it in the alloy smelter. We could try it. What's electrum? Silly me. It is gold and silver. It should work like that in a alloy smelter. 1 gold, 1 silver equals 2 electrum. Okay, let's try this again. Jeez. That one. that recipe. All dictionaries on. Cool. Right, so we've got a few things that we need to move down here. And you can see I filled in my wall. And I also put in a Ender IO reservoir. Now this requires hardened glass, fused quartz, and a cauldron. So a reservoir, I'm going to try and spell it. So hardened glass on either side, and then fused quartz in the middle, and a cauldron. That consists of 4. Then you put 2 buckets of water in it. On the back of here I have, and you can just see it through the water maybe, hopefully you guys can see that, there's a storage bus from refined storage sitting back there, and then I made a fluid grid which gives me the access to the water. That's how I was using. I was exporting straight into that thing upstairs, and it doesn't quite work the way I want it to. We're going to need a crafter because we're almost out of space, so we'll take this one I created earlier, plop him in there. So let's look, we've got that one, and then this one and this one. That goes in a pulverizer of some description. This goes... That's not what I want. Well, yeah it is. Alright, so we need to get behind maybe here. I think this one's set up for it. Let's check. What have you got? If I put that one in there, and then these two need to go into... Oops. It's alright, came off alright. I can't pick that up. Man. Need a magnet. Maybe I should make a magnet. I don't know how quickly I can make a magnet. Yep, you and... Yeah, we'll put you in there. I'll make a magnet. Magnet? What do we got in the way of magnets? Magnetize. We've got one of these electromagnets. Can I make that? Conductive iron and vibrant crystal. Not really, not easily. Don't have any Britannia yet. Don't know if I've made one of these before. Needs power. I'll put it in there to power it. I need a way of charging things. It's also something I don't have. A capacitor. Let's make a real... I know this is really like getting sidetracked. Getting very sidetracked. Need one of them. Just so I can charge a magnet up. Where am I going to put him? There we go, that's getting power. I will make a wireless charger at some point. Does this work? Ooh. Did I get that? Awesome. I don't know if I need to turn it off or if it just... Does it work when it's in here? Yep. Alright, cool. I'm going to let him charge. Right, so we've got these things in here. So really I should be able to... It's the facade one. Cool. That's not where I wanted it to go. Facade one needs to go on there. Right. So let's see if we can make what is required. I want to make the redstone arsenal. So I'm going to need 24 of these, I guess. Is that about right? 24. If I wanted to make 24 of these, what do I need? Some diamonds. I'm missing diamonds. Right. So I know what my next thing is. I need more. I need a couple of things. I need more power, and I also need to sort of reduce the power constraints on that quarry out there, because it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it definitely works nicely, but I wonder if I can make it a little bit cheaper to run. So what I was thinking is perhaps we will make an RF Tools Age. Right, so to do that we need to go through and make all the bits and pieces. What do we need? What do we need? You guys tell me, what do we need? We need... It's not on this page, is it? Here they are. I need a dimension inscriber, so I'm going to need a few of these. Alright, dimension inscriber. Oh, no ink sacs. What was that one? The builder? Yeah, I'm going to need one of them. No emeralds. Oh, you're killing me. Activity probe, I'll need some of that stuff. Alright. I guess what I need to do is I need to get some ink sacs. And what else? I need to kill some squids. There's not a lot of water around, so killing squids is interesting. I could crush some black wool. Don't think I've got any black wool. Don't have any squid beaks. Alright, so I'll get some ink sacs and I will get an emerald, hopefully. Don't think I can make emeralds. Yep, I'll make some emeralds and some ink sacs. We'll make the stuff that we require to make a RF Tools Age, because what I want to do is I want to infuse the builder up there to make it use a little bit less power, so that we can dig up a bunch more material, and then I want to start getting into probably, I reckon, an environmental tech solar. I reckon I put a huge environmental tech solar on the roof. It's either that, or we make a... do I have extreme? Oh, excuse me. I do have extreme reactors in here, which we could do as well. Could make a reactor. There's lots of ways of making power. Comes down to how much iron and stuff that I have. I've got a lot of iron, a bit of coal. I've got some yellorium. I mean, we could look at this just to boost it off. I do want to get an RF Tools Age though. Go and get some of the shards and then infuse it. But in the meantime, nothing's stopping us making one of these. It's all fairly straightforward. Alright, well I'm not going to manually do this, that's for sure. I'm going to teach my system how to make the bits and pieces. Yeah, in case you're wondering, there's a conduit that runs up the wall here. I put an MV, immersive engineering capacitor here, and just some MV wires that run over to this, so it is on. Just sort of look cool. And that is hopefully the center of the base. Alright, so what do we need? Can't make that stuff. How many patterns did I leave in here? Let's grab them out. So if we're going to do extreme reactors, we're going to need a few things. We need the controller. So we're going to need some of these casings, which requires this. So reactor core, one of them. I don't know if I need to teach it all these things. I mean, it'd be easier. Graphite's just smelting up coal. Alright. Maybe I will anyway for giggles. So that I don't have to use quartz. Really? That's nasty. Do it without windows. No, I don't really need that. So let's just teach it this stuff. And let's grab a couple of stacks of coal, because we'll need some of that. And that can go in here, and it will cook that up. Cool. And then put them in there. Hopefully. Let's see. This is a little bit more expensive now, because these things now require this centerpiece, which requires gold. Right, so if I want reactor, I want 64 of these. It's not too bad. Do need 39 of them missing, huh? $48 missing. Oh, so I was reading the wrong side of it. 42. So we are getting there. Around stack of coal. Throw it in there just to add a little bit to it. Induction smelters here, compactors, everything's all nice and tidy in here, and the painting machines up there that I used for the facades here. There you go, and you're getting through it. Alright. Now I've gotten a little sidetracked here. What I'm going to do is I'll cut video, that way you guys don't have to wait and watch. I'm going to get one of these, two of these, 5 of these. What else? Wouldn't mind running it off a computer at some point. I know Direwolf did a pretty good little video lately of a controlled reactor. I think that might be cool, but that also had a turbine. So let me get all the stuff that I require, and I'll put together just a basic reactor so we can get some power. Then we'll run that quarry and we'll see what we can do. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back, and I've dug a huge chunk out of my wall down here, and I'm going to build my reactor right down here. So cooked up a bunch of coal, and the plan is to build it in this area here. I don't think I've got enough items yet. Got a bit of glass for the front wall here, but these back ones are going to be problematic. We'll go with that. Go with the word problematic. So let's set up our control rods, and then let's fill in the gaps. A few casings still in my inventory. So this is a 7x7, and I think I've built it correctly. Put this together like that. Cool. As I said before, the back is going to be solid. Alright, let's do this. I've only got a few. So I will probably just need to duck over and maybe smelt up some more coal actually. I don't know how many blocks I've got left. But yeah, let's put in these. That'll just shed a little bit of light on the area. These are our fuel rods. Excellent. Cool. That's what I need. 25 of them I've got in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide, and same deep. I've dug a channel back here so I can automate things. Over this side I want to put, let's see, I don't want to dig too much of this out because as I dig it out the sand falls on my head, which is always fun. The way with these here, just to start with, I'm going to set it up with just the basic automation, the way we normally do things. So this is set from signal, toggle on, set from signal, commit, and this one here will be active while below, let's say 75%, and then we'll get some conduits there, and that should be good. The controller will go there. The power tap, and I made a computer port just for later reasons. Our access ports can go here, and we've got put that one to out. This one is in, and then our power will come out here. Now, if I've got everything on one side, I'm considering just trying something out in terms of, I'm going to need more of this glass, unless I do this. It's not quite enough. So let's get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. So to get 6 of them, I'm going to need more glass. Or quartz. Not that one. Some more fused quartz or reinforced glass. So glass, I think I used all the stuff I had. So do we have any obsidian in here? Let's grab a stack of obsidian and pulverize it. We'll grab some lead. Alright, reactor. Let's just grab a few more of these. Alright. Obsidian's coming in here. 16, that should give us a few. Okay, that'll give us, I don't think I've got any augments in here, no. I have upgraded that too, yep. So if I need 6 of these, I'm going to need 12 of these things. I'm pretty sure it's 4 pulverized obsidian and a lead each. Where's my obsidian? Come with me. We'll get a few more. That's 8. So that's 4 worth. Recipe being like that. 5. And 6. Cool. So let's make them up, and then we will finish up our reactor over there. Cool. Do I export? Import? And cable. I want one of them. Right. So let's finish up the front window. And do I have enough? I should have enough to fill in this wall. Probably more than enough. I will also need, boom, that's done. I will also need a bit of redstone conduit. Don't know if I've got any of this made yet. Shouldn't take too much to do it. Conduit. Ooh, I do. Is my Yetta wrench in here? Yes. Excellent. So this will enable it to be turned on and off. That should be on. It's on. It wants to run. I want to run. Yep, so this will turn it on when the power is below 75%. Cool. Power coming out here, and then we need to do, it's a little bit hazardous, let's move these. Do that, just for giggles. So importer on there, exporter on here, exporter requires that in it. Not my intended thing, didn't. I'm so paranoid that stuff's gonna fall down. Alright, right, so if I run the cables through here, here's our cable. And we should be done. This will start it up and this should all be going. See the stuff's filling up. That's some weird particle effects. I'm not sure if that's just because it's hot in there or... I don't think it'll explode. But if I get some liquid in there, it'll actually work a little bit more efficiently. So I will do that. I just don't have it at the moment. So it's running pretty hot. Heat rises, raises fuel usage. So we're probably chewing through fuel. So I'll need to get some fluid in here. But for the moment, that's working. We're only producing 4,000. Really? Guess the numbers are debuffed on this one. But that's cool. I'll let that fill up. Yes, it's wasting a lot of uranium, but shouldn't be an issue if I... Let's just turn him off. Alright. I will fill that full of fluid, I think. I'll work out how to get... What have we got? Enderium. Resonant ender. Might be the way of doing it. So we might need to smelt down some ender pearls. Get a few buckets of resonant ender. I think that's one of the alright ones. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we've got. But yeah, I'll work on that in between episodes. We'll put some stuff in there. I don't know whether blocks of diamonds are good. Apparently they are, but I don't have a lot of diamonds, and that's one of the reasons I wanted power, is so I could run the quarry, and then so I could get another age. And you know, we're falling down a rabbit hole very, very quickly. All of this just so I can make some better armor and get some more resources. So I'm gonna wrap up here. I will collect up some liquid that I can pour into this reactor in between episodes, which is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to open the top up again and there's all sand up there. Yeah, so I'll get, I don't know how many ender pearls I've got. 2. So maybe we won't use that fluid. I'll do some research, see what we got in the way of fluids and what they do. Maybe I'll have a look in the configs. Can put anything in there, I guess. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And I hope you join me for the next one. Comments in the section below. Hit that like button if you liked it. And yeah, if you like playing Beyond, don't forget that Shadow Node runs, I think, 2 Beyond servers now. So if you want to go and have a look at shadownode.ca, they will have all the details on how to get onto the server. But thank you all for watching. See you later.